Well, the bridge seems to have arrived. We hope. Right, there's a lot of bits here. No instructions, of course. They said there wouldn't be, but we'll make it up to fit the track. What can possibly go wrong? Actually, these Bridgestone signs are very good. Actually, they're actually printed on the thing. That's good. Well, this is where we got it from. Well, I can see how it takes shape. That's the platform over the centrepiece there, and then the steps, of course. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just have to modify it to fit, and I hope I've got enough room on that track for the steps and things. We'll see. Well, on a quick tally up, there seems to be some bits missing. I've got 4 sets of steps, but of course I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rest I haven't really worked out yet, but we'll have to have a look at that and see what we think. Right, my mistake. I don't think there is any pieces missing. Looking at the diagram on the phone where I bought the thing from, there's only 4 lots of steps. Should be quite simple to make. I think I've been sent 2 extra of these. That's what the problem was. The only thing we can do is to start putting it together. Oh, you've come to give me a hand, darling. Gonna help, Daddy? She will. Right. I was wrong again. We don't have 2 extra pieces. Oops. We have 2 offset pieces so that I can have the steps coming up, across and down, or up, across and down that way. And that's what those are for. So we don't need those 2. We're only going to use 2 of these across there. So we don't need that, and we don't need that, and we don't need that. So really, when you look at what you've got, it's pretty straightforward and simple to do. Now I know it doesn't come with any instructions, but really, when you think about it, providing you don't just jump in there and start gluing everything together, just think about it, and it's pretty obvious, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go this way coming up and this way coming down, instead of this way coming up and then that way going down. So we've got to just have a look at the track and see this is going to work out. Right, if this goes across here like that, there's another piece that can go in there to make a bit of a square there before and extend it, but basically we're going to go across here like this, and 2 of those should see that fine. We really need to put a little piece together and see what happens, don't we? Right, what we might do first is to glue these 2 together, and that will give us one long piece of a base. Might put some glasses on so I see what I can be doing. Don't want too much of this. hopefully this glue will work with this plastic. Some plastics the glue doesn't work on, but we'll see. Take his time. Not looking good. And if this is the case, then basically we're going to have to go with some PVA quick drying adhesive. This will be okay. Let's have a look and see. No. Let me hold it a bit closer here. Hold it for about a minute, and if it doesn't hold, then we'll know this glue is not going to be any good. Doesn't look as though it is it? Okay. We'll give it one more shot. See what happens. Joint's quite good if it would glue. Oh, might be working this time. We'll see. No. Well, unfortunately, that glue isn't going to help. So we're going to have to get some other glues, probably a piece VA one, and see if that works. So that's okay. Bit of a pain there, but never mind. We'll come back to that one later. Well, after a little bit of research, we've gone with Gorilla Glue. Now, we can have an attempt at putting these together. So we'll just try a little bit of this Gorilla Glue. Now, you've got to hold these for a little while. They don't go together perfectly instant, but it is pretty good. So with a bit of glue on and them held together like this, they will hold pretty quickly. Sometimes. Yeah. You've got to hold them for a fair few seconds. Eventually it will hold. We just leave it for a second or two. Then we'll do the other side. Now, I might have had that first glue in one that I did. not correctly up to the camera there. I have roughed these edges up as well on here, by the way, which we're supposed to do before we glue, but I did them all off camera earlier, because otherwise we'd be here forever. So my main thoughts here is to get one stairway up and running, and then hold it up against the track to see what I'm going to make as I go along. Oops, that's not doing very good, are we? And where we're at with it. So there we are. Hopefully we should be okay. Yeah, just takes that bit of pressure. Now we should have another one with these two edges on, and that can go on there, and that's one support done. Like I say, hopefully if we can get both of these supports done on one side of this, one side of this together, that'd be perfect. I don't know if I'm going to spray paint this silver or not when it's done, but we'll wait and see on that one. So there we have one support. Now that goes under, let's see, steps out. That will go under the first lot of steps like that. That should fit to the floor. Perfect. Look, there's a base to go on there, obviously. So we have that there, basically like that. And if I get, and then this one, which is the double one, goes to the top end. So that's good. Let's put that to one side. Let's see if we can't get one of these together. Now some of these are warped. Obviously they've got warped in the making. Well, you can see that one is there. But that's alright. It won't distract from it. So we can get this together. Make certain we don't glue it to the base. Hold it for a few seconds. Let's get the other side on. I'll lift that up while I glue it, otherwise I'll have glue everywhere. Oops. Just need to hold that a bit longer. There we are. It should be good. Yep, should go in at that. We'll just put some glue on here. We can get one side of this together. That'll be, now you can see how badly warped that one is. You can see that on camera. I don't know if you can or not, but there's quite an edge on that. But actually, I suppose we could melt that back, but the other side's not much better. But never mind, it's what we've got, so it's what we'll use. Hopefully we might be able to force them into not being quite so warped when they're set. You can see the top one on camera there is terrible, but that's okay. It's not going to detract from what we've got, really. Now, what have I got done wrong here? Anything? This isn't looking right, is it? Because like a fool I've put that one backwards way around. Actually goes that way. No, that's the top one. That one should go on there. they've got little ridges on them where they go together, and oh, it's a pain, obviously, but what do you do? Right. Now this one is badly warped, you can see that, but we'll be alright. Now, oh, just have a look at this again. Which is the one with the ridges on? Those two. Oh, it is ridged, is that one? It's so warped you can't see. So I should have only glued one side then. I've got a bit out of hand here. Never mind. See if I can get those warped bits to stick. Oh dear. Not looking good there, are we? Once it's together it's not going to look out of place, but let's hope that will stick. It doesn't seem to be doing too well, but then it's quite warped there. Let me have a look and see. No, we'll get there. We'll get there with it. This is what I should have done, one side at a time. Oh, blimey, I'll tell you what, that glue is quite strong. It's a pain there. Let's hope. Slightly out that, I think, but there's not a lot I can do. It's that warped. It's difficult to do anything with that. But as I say, once it's together it won't matter. It'll be okay. Come on. We'll get there. You probably don't want to watch me doing this for ages and ages on camera, but let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, I'll have to try and re-glue this side here, but that's okay. That's okay, we'll get there. Maybe if I put some pegs on that just to hold it while it does go off properly, might be the better way. But basically that's two. So that's the top one, which I've got to re-glue a little bit on. And where did I put the other one? Here. And so this then should go, that's the top one. That's that one. Beautiful. Alright, we'll get this piece glued properly and we'll come back. Okay, let's have an attempt at putting some of these steps into here. Get them the right way around. Now they are marked. That should be pretty straightforward. Let's get these steps on and see what happens. Even if we have to hold this for a minute or two, doesn't matter. Get these the right way up or it's going to be a mess. There we are, let's just see what happens. Oops. Okay. Right, we'll just hold that for a minute or two and see what happens. This is the only trouble, it just seems to take a few seconds. You've got to really grip these, and then if you don't, this is what happens, of course. But it will set, you just got to make certain that you've got that grip on them. So we should be doing good. Not really. Right, let's see how we go. I don't know whether to paint this silver when I've finished it or what to do with this, but we'll have to wait and see if it's going to work. If I get one of these sides up, I can see how I'm going to put it across the track, and I'll see how I'm going to make the rest of it. Let's put these up here. I can put this down here and hopefully hold it better like that. See what we've got. Yep, we're getting there. Well, we'll just switch off a second and we'll come back when we've got the steps on. Oh, or off. I see. Let's have another go. Whoa. That cap needs to back going on there, otherwise I'm going to wreck this glue, which I probably already have. Anyway, we'll have a look and see. No, looks okay. So, it's looking okay, or so far. Really quite simple to put together, because once these side steps is on, those two pillars are made, it's just a piece across the top. Yeah, that's looking, it's not looking better now. Deary me. There we go. Probably have to hold this for about a minute if it's going to do anything. It's looking a bit better. It's hard to say. Probably put too much glue on there now, but anyway, we'll get there with it. Still pretty hard, pretty soft should I say. Once they have actually set, you'd need a hammer to break them apart. It's getting them to set. And like I say, I don't know if to spray this with a silver when I've finished, or I'll leave it this colour. That's going now, beautiful. We'll leave, no we won't. We'll hold this a bit longer and then we'll come back and it should be right. Well, that's one side of that stairwell got together. I'm going to leave that for half an hour or so and then try and glue the other piece on, because it takes a bit of setting that glue when they're not clamped. But it's doing good. Very fiddly, but doing good. So we'll come back and see you in a moment. Be half an hour or so for me, and for you it'll be about a second. Well, I'm going to let that set now, and then when it has set we'll try it and see if it fits on this part of the track and what we're going to do with the rest of the bridge. But that doesn't look too bad. Well, there we go. Well, there we go. That's going to go in here somewhere. I'm going to have to do a little bit of levelling up there, I think. Probably somewhere here, but that's okay. Beautiful. So that's going to be something like that. And when the walkway is eventually attached onto there, it'll go over there. Yep. A little bit of modifications to the bridge at this end here, because that's going to have to come down the other angle, isn't it? Or this way, or straight down maybe. That might be the way to go. Beautiful. Well, we've sort of got that bit together there. It was really difficult. I had to clamp it and do so, but that's fine. It's going good. A bit more modifications to the track to make it fit and look good though, I think, but we'll continue with the bridge and see how we go. Well, it's so difficult to glue this. You've got to hold the pieces together for a couple of minutes, and so I went ahead off camera and got most of it together. Just let's see what it looks like on the track. It's not really going to look too good there. Going to have to find somewhere else for it. I think there would look pretty good. Actually, that would be good there. But we've got a lot of modifications to do. Going to have to be a fair bit of work just here. Right, that should be good. And if I make a frame with these here and around the back of it as well, sort of like this, if I build a frame round it like that, that should look quite good. I've got to do one other job. Extend the stairs. Now, do I get hold of him and ask him to send me another flight of stairs, or do I just do it myself with some balsa? I'll decide on that later. Well, there we are with cutting it up and playing about with all the bits and pieces. It's all gone together and looks quite good. The exception of I need a flight of stairs for it, which I have contacted him to see if he'll send me one. If not, I'll just have to make that out of balsa. But that's no big deal either way. Just that one little bit of flight of stairs missing there.